Welcome back to YouTube and welcome to Chicago. I am in Chicago right now on business, which feels like a pinch me moment. I am so excited that I get to do this, and I thought, do you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna get my camera out and film a little life update, because it's been a minute since we did just a chat, what's going on, what I'm focusing on in life, in business, all the things. So let's do just that. And before I do dive in, if you're not yet subscribing to this YouTube channel, please just click below the link, subscribe. It helps me so much to grow this channel, to invest into this channel, to bring amazing topics and insights to you guys. So yeah, please do that. It really helps me. So I've been in the States for just over a week now, with my husband and with Austin, and we have had a real mix of family time and work time and a little bit of everything. So for those of you who don't know, my husband is American and my little boy is half American, half British, and we actually met 12 years ago working at summer camp. My background, like pre events, was performing arts. I went to university in London to study English literature and drama. My background was always performing. I used to teach dance and singing and can you tell? She's a performer. That's probably why I've got a YouTube channel now, because I don't do that stuff anymore. But joking aside, that was like a huge part of my life, and I had a summer job. If you've heard of Camp America, if you're in England, I'm working at a summer camp for 3 years, and I was like a camp counsellor. And then my second year I was like, oh, I'm not going to go back, but I basically petitioned to the camp director to create a whole new job for me. Does it sound like me? As performing arts director, pitched the salary I wanted, who gets like a salary, like an income, you know, at summer camp, pitched everything I needed to run this whole new department, and got that, and then did that for another year. And then my third year, going into summer camp, there's a point to this story, I think it's good to know the background, but my third year of summer camp was 2012, and I was at a crossroads because I had the opportunity to work on the London Olympics, which for an events person, because I was working event stuff at this time, was like a once in a lifetime opportunity. It was almost like is it like the butterfly effect or whatever moment, where I could stay in London, potentially like get my career like really to the next level by working like one of the most iconic events in the world in my home country, or just like piss around for another year, go to summer camp, just be a big kid and have a fun summer job. And anyway, all the signs are pointing towards do London. And then I thought, you know what? I'm not going to do that. I'm going back to camp. As I would have been 22 at the time. I did that. And then lo and behold, ended up having a summer fling with a lifeguard. And that lifeguard is now my husband. So we've been together 12 years, married 10 almost, child bride. But it means that we met in the Midwest. So this trip has been like really cool, because his family live in the Midwest, so we visited them. And we have been in Chicago because today I did a VIP day with a client who actually flew in from Canada literally for 24 hours to spend the day with me and map out her business and brand in events. So it has been a big day. It has been a huge day. I was thinking this morning, like, it's a Monday. I spent the day, like, I went to Barry's, which, if you know me, you know I love Barry's boot camp. It's my favorite workout. Then we met for coffee. We went to the biggest Starbucks in the world, the Starbucks Reserve on Magnificent Mile in Chicago. If you know it, you know it. And I love Starbucks. I love brands in general, but I know Starbucks isn't the best in the world, whatever, it's not the best coffee in the world, but just bear with me for a moment, because the Starbucks Reserve is one of my favourite places. It's so nice in Chicago. So we went there as a family this morning for breakfast, and then we went shopping. I got a little haul from Vuori, which is basically like Watch Out Lululemon. It's our new favourite activewear brand in my household. And then Madewell. Those are two stores where they're just better in America. And I remember buying a pair of jeans from Madewell like I don't know, like 15 years ago in New York. I think I only threw them out recently, like they were so good. So it's not a particularly like fancy store, it's just like really, really good quality clothes. So anyway, we went there and then came back to my hotel, got ready, and then went to meet my client, Shannon Doer. Some of you might know her if you're in the events industry. She is Beyond the BEO. She has a fantastic podcast. She's been in the industry for like 15 years plus, knows her shit, but she hired me today for a day to a deep dive on her business. And what I wanted to talk about and why this is important is, like, I think when I moved from my career, like running events for other people, you know, in corporate and agencies, to being full-time in coaching, I was anxious that I would miss the live in-person element. So I just said to myself, like, how can I actually build this into my business? And for me, that looks like client VIP days. So I actually get to create this amazing event experience. I chose the most bougie, amazing location, which is the 5-star Langham Hotel in Chicago. I booked myself and my client passes into the club lounge there, which is overlooking the entire city. It was absolutely phenomenal. We mapped out her entire business, like every single thing, her personal brand, her goal setting, also her mindset to match. We like figured out her whole content, what she needed to be posting, what she needed to be selling, how she was going to be selling, how she was going to be converting. Like, I can look at an events business or an events personal brand. Give me an hour, I will transform your whole business. So imagine what we did in like a whole day together. It was so exciting. She's now going through all her notes. I've just come back to my hotel room. We're gonna go out for dinner shortly. I know that Jake and Austin are gonna walk into the room and see me filming and be like, for God's sake, what's she doing this again for, vlogging again? But I just thought it'd be a cool life update. So yeah, life right now is very abundant. I'm really happy, really, really grateful that I have set myself up to be able to, I don't want to say like work from anywhere, because I wouldn't want to be on the beach with a laptop. If I'm on the beach, I want to be on the beach. But what I do love is being able to work from anywhere in the world. And I've set my business and designed my business up to suit me in this season of life and every season of life. And you know, it gets to look really cool. And I think, look, if you're curious about what that could look like for you, certainly to bring in like the coaching element or consulting element, I'm going to link my events coach starter kit in the show notes below, and I want you to grab it. It's totally free. It's a free training that I've done in a PDF of, you know, what makes a good event coach, so you can have a think about whether that would be right for you, because you've seen what I've done, you've seen like where, you know, I've managed to get my business to through doing coaching within our industry. Coaching is so needed in our industry. I break it all down, and like, I'm just in a season of life right now where I'm really, really grateful for everything that I've built. We talk a lot in my world and this YouTube channel around the difference between hustle and hustle culture, and like hustle for a season is really, really powerful, and hustle culture is something that, you know, is something that's very detrimental. But you do need to do the reps, and you do need to sort of do the hard work, right? If you want to get the benefits. And I think, you know, you might see me getting to be in cool cities or, you know, work with amazing clients, and that's because I've done the reps. But doing those reps and designing my business as a life first business has really helped me to craft things and build things around my life. And that's why I'm able to have these seasons where I'm more present in life and where I'm more like maybe flexible in terms of my approach. So I'm definitely in a season for, you know, the gratitude of what I've built in terms of like sort of milestone moments. I've hit a couple of huge goals recently. So we have crossed over 500,000 in terms of revenue into the business. So income like generated from my little coaching business, which is just me and my amazing OBM who helps me, but it's just me doing the coaching, has now crossed over 500,000, and that's in pounds, not dollars, to be clear. It's in revenue, not profit, to be clear, but that feels really, really exciting and a big milestone moment. I also achieved a huge goal, which I actually can't share right now, sorry for the smoke and mirrors, but it is something which is going to completely it's like a life-changing thing. It's actually something I wrote down in my goals like 4 years ago. It is, let's just say it's a personal brand opportunity, and it is gonna be like life-changing, I think. But I worked really hard for it. I also like manifested big time for it. So I'm definitely going to vlog the behind the scenes of that and what it is that I manifested. And then in terms of like my focus in business right now, I am in a season of like, let's double down, let's get dialed in. I know what I'm really, really great at. I can hand on heart say that now because I've done a lot and I've failed a lot, and I've had stuff where I've launched to crickets or nothing's happened, or I've made mistakes, and you know, I've done that. And I'm just in a season of like, I know what's working right now. I know what I am the go-to for, which is the business mindset coaching, high performance coaching within our events industry. And I feel really, really proud of, you know, the work that I've done so far to scale my brand. So I'm really just in a season of doubling down, of dialing in, getting dialed in and simplifying. I think, you know, the last couple of years, I'll be honest, I'm so creative that the shadow side of that and the downfall of that is that I want to do 1,000,001 things at once. So I try, or have tried to like launch 1,000,001 things, and like it's worked okay, but it's ended up me like getting back to like just working all the time, or you know, really serving like so many different people, and you know, still being able to do that but also limiting my capacity for actually really growing. So at the start of this year, I made a decision to make a couple of very strategic investments in terms of like coaches and programs within my business that could really help me to turn up the dial on one or two specific things. I knew that was advice that I should have listened to earlier, in terms of like, you know, go really big on one thing, not 1,000,001 offers, ways to work together. That's the advice that I give to my clients. But you know, sometimes we don't take our own advice. So I was an example of that, right? I was just like, no, I'm going to carry on doing all the things. And as I say, it was working okay, but I'm not here for okay. Like, I want greatness. I want to go all in. So I've really, really stripped back. I have got rid of about 50% of the offers within my business. Programs that I run, groups, masterminds, I have got rid of about 50% of that. And that for me is really, really scary, because that's, you know, some of those specific offers were 6-figure income streams on their own. And I've made the decision to retire those, to double down on what I really want to be known for, what I know that I can really help people with, which is redefining success in our industry, you know, really doubling down on life first as an approach to business and brand in the events industry, and working with fewer, bigger, better clients. And I'm so happy, because right now I'm truly working with absolute dream clients. I haven't advertised my one-to-one coaching in quite some time now. I do have a couple of spaces, but I'm not like actively pushing that right now, which feels really, really great. I have made the conscious decision to step back a little bit from LinkedIn. Not because it's not working, you know, it is, it's a great platform, but I am really enjoying being here on YouTube. I'm really enjoying Instagram, I always have done. And I just found that LinkedIn for me, although I know, you know, it's good for the events industry, whatever, I just find it is like giving me the ick, if I'm really brutally honest. Like, it just feels like people are just lazy on LinkedIn. They're just doing AI generated posts. I found that I was getting the same people, I won't name any names because that's not my style, but you know, on LinkedIn, like, they give you the notification of who's viewed your profile. Honestly, the same people view my profile, I would say honestly 4 times a week. And you get the notification, so like, and I don't care, like, some of them I'm connected to, some I'm not. And it says like, this person's viewed your profile. And then I look at like the little bio, and every time they view my profile, they're just rewriting their bio to sound more like mine. Or if I am connected with them and they come up on my newsfeed, they're like, you know, ripping off a piece of my content or doing something like that. And I'm just like, oh, this is not the vibe for me. This is not what I wanted or ever hoped, like, just to be like a carbon copy of other people. So I'm just stripping back LinkedIn. I don't need to be there. My business is growing without me having to be on every single platform. So that's a big choice of mine right now. And yeah, I'm just really working on really serving my clients on a deeper level, on the best level, customer experience, always looking to improve that, take that up a gear, like, every single day. I just want to be bigger and better in terms of what I'm doing with the clients that I'm working with. So yeah, it feels exciting to be here. In terms of like life stuff that's going on, like this year, it just seems like all the personal stuff's going on. We've had this trip. This is my 4th time in America this year, which is, you know, exciting in itself, but it's busy in itself. We are going to the Formula One in July. We're going to see the Grand Prix at Silverstone, which has been like a, you know, a big goal for a long time. My sister's actually getting married this year, so we have a lot of like family stuff going on. It's my 10-year wedding anniversary this summer. It's my son's 2nd birthday this summer. There's just a lot going on. So actively designing my business to be able to suit that and allow me to be present in all of those things. And that's something that, you know, I'm so passionate about. So this is your reminder to make sure that you're putting life first. If you want to be able to do that on a deeper level, definitely jump into Becoming. If you're a woman in the events industry, you need to be part of it. It is the go-to community where you will learn the tools to coach yourself and put life first in events. If you want to do that and learn how to not just coach yourself, but coach other people, then get my Events Coach Starter Kit. It's a great starting point for becoming an events coach. And then if you do want to feel the call to get certified and work as an events coach, jump in my certification. That is happening this summer. And yeah, let me know if you like these little quick updates, life update videos, and I will record more for you. I am about to head out to dinner. It is like 7 p.m. here in Chicago. So yeah, I will see you back next time. Thank you for being here, and make sure you're subscribed.